So what is the ruling on someone who delays giving it until after the Eid prayer? And this happens a lot. People are lazy, people keep on delaying, and all of a sudden, boom, it is Eid prayer time. And the Imam is giving the Salat and the Khutbah. And I didn't give away my Zakat. So what's the ruling on that? This is totally prohibited. And you've done a sinful act. Because the hadith, the Prophet indicated, ﷺ, that whoever gives it after the Salat, then this is a charity, that like any other charity. However, if a person delays it due to a legitimate reason, as if someone was traveling at the time of its being obligated, or he could not find a poor person at that time, in this case, there is no sin on him, and he has to give it as soon as he find the conditions permissible and suitable. Whenever he finds the poor person he wasn't able to find before the Salat al-Eid. Now, the sunnah is to give out Zakat al-Fitr from local staple food, whether it's wheat, whether it's rice, whether it's barley, or even if it's fish or pasta or meat. Shaykh ibn Uthaymeen, may Allah have mercy on his soul, said that whatever is considered to be part of staple food, whether it's grains or fruit or meat or the likes, this is acceptable, because what was intended and what is needed is to fulfill the need of the poor, so that they would not need to ask and beg on that day. We conclude with these related issues. Number one, it is permissible to authorize others to give it on your behalf. You remember that we said you cannot give it in cash. This is true. You cannot give it in cash form to the poor. But if you authorize a charity organization or an individual, and you give them the money, and you say to them, please buy me X amount of kilograms of rice and give it to the poor, and they do so, this is totally legit and permissible. Who is Zakat al-Fitr to be given to? Zakat al-Fitr must be given to the poor and to the needy. And this is the most authentic opinion. Why do we say this? Because there are some scholars who said Zakat al-Fitr can be given to the 8 categories mentioned in chapter 9, verse 60. But this is not authentic, because these 8 categories are for Zakat, but not for Zakat al-Fitr. The Zakat al-Fitr is specifically limited to the poor and needy, so that they would not beg on that day. And this is what Shaykh ibn Uthaymeen selected and chose. May Allah have mercy on his soul. Thirdly, if a poor person has what is sufficient for him and his dependents on the day of Eid and the night of Eid, if he has more than that, he has to give Zakat al-Fitr. Imagine someone who has for him, his wife, and his children 10 kilograms of rice. This is way more enough for him and his family for the day and night of Eid. In this case, he has to give a portion, a sa' on behalf of each one of his family, to the poor. People would say, come on, give us a break. The guy is stone broke. He has only 10 kgs of rice, nothing else. I said, yes, what he requires in his family is 2 kilograms. The rest he could give. But is it fair? Of course it's fair. This guy is classified as poor, and hundreds of families would give him zakat money. They will give him Zakat al-Fitr in food as well. So when he gives it to the others, so much more would come to him without any doubt in that. Finally, it is not permissible to give any non-Muslim Zakat al-Fitr. Even those who are, their hearts are inclined to Islam. We cannot give any non-Muslim Zakat al-Fitr. This is only limited for the Muslims. هذا والله أعلم ونسبة العلم إليه أسلم وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على عبده ورسوله نبينا محمد